to keep this drive alive and keep this game alive.
Pearson Prelo comes on the blitz and he runs the slant route. Really needed him to come up with that catch, but it was just a little bit long, and now 4th down, as you mentioned.
Woodcock is flanked way to the bottom of your screen. 4 wides. Jackson and Woodcock nearest to you. Low and Johnson, and here's a sneak and a first down for McNabb, and then some to the 15-yard line. Donovan McNabb, a pickup of 41.
What a courageous call on the part of Kevin Rogers, the offensive coordinator. If for whatever reason they're not a man coverage on the outside, they're looking back in the backfield. Instead, with the quarterback draw and man-for-man coverage, he only has 1 man to beat it. In that case, it was Hawks. He beats him easily. Gets it down to the 15-yard line. You want the ball in the hands of your best athlete? Well, that's what they did. Got it to McNabb. Makes a huge play.
Now remember, a field goal does them no good. They have to get into the end zone. 4 wides. McNabb from the shotgun. Clock continues to run. McNabb throwing, incomplete.
And Charlie, he's gassed. He was late. You could see when he was calling the play. I mean, the guy just got done with this long run. He has to hustle up and get something to go. He was gassed. He really needs to sit there for a little while. You could tell as he was counting, and you can see the body language as he gets up. He's fatigued from that run.
Now remember, Syracuse has 1 timeout left. 2nd down and 10 at the 15.
Still grabbing at his legs, Charlie. This is a fatigue factor. It's 4-down territory.
And now just calling the play with 9 seconds left on the play clock.
The fatigue's going to cost him here. You better snap it quickly. He's not going to get it off.
Just does.
Oh.
Just does. Looking toward the end zone. And it's caught at the 2, down at the 1 by Maurice Jackson.
Maurice Jackson, Charlie, the fastest player on the Syracuse team. 10 200 meters, man. Asking an awful lot to trail him across the field on the crossing route. Now, take a look as McNabb buys time. Lets Jackson run underneath it with his speed. Great extension making the catch. Charlton just can't stay with him. Jackson's got to be happy because remember, Charlie, he was the guy that fumbled it up to Lauren Johnson before and cost them.
5'8", 158 pounds from Rochester, and Syracuse calls its last timeout. Let's go downstairs to Dean Blevins.
Well, it's not a pretty thing to say, but Donovan McNabb is throwing up. And that's what's happened to him in games past. And as you can see him now, he's smiling, knowing that he's on the verge of something special. But as he went to the line of scrimmage, he threw up and had to waste the timeout.
Down. If they go with 2 straight running plays and don't get it, the clock could conceivably run out.
Well, they could also spike the ball right after the first run if they don't get it. That stops the clock, and then they have 2 more plays.
Yeah, waste it down, though.
But they are less than 2 yards away from taking the lead and in all likelihood winning the game. Conrad did not make it.
Now, if Virginia Tech is smart, they're going to lay on it. They'll lay on it, okay? Virginia Tech is smart. They shouldn't be in a hurry.
They're not. The clock continues to run. Full house backfield. 2nd and goal. This time, McNabb's going to throw for it. Incomplete. Intended for Brominski. Flag on the play back at the 15-yard line.
I think they roughed the quarterback, Charlie. They certainly did. Now, here's the thing. That's going to give him first down. Brominski was held at the line of scrimmage. He couldn't get off. Now watch at the end of the play. Here's Brad. Oh, there's just no reason for that.
Just a silly penalty
really
by Carl Bradley.
Penalty. However,
because against your defense, half the distance, repeat, 2nd down.
What's particularly costly about it, Charlie, isn't the yardage, obviously, because it's the 2-yard line. It gives them another opportunity to go and stop the clock. That's the big issue, even though it was stopped with the incomplete pass. Brominski held at the line of scrimmage. They got away with it. Now that gives them a chance to huddle up and make a decision.
And it's 2nd down and goal with the ball just inside the 1. A costly penalty against Carl Bradley.
You had a very good point earlier, and that was 6'3", 225. The guy has been a stud. Why not sneak it? Why not sneak the ball here? Because even if you don't get it, then he can get back to the line of scrimmage that much quicker.
On the roughing the passer penalty, it's a first down. Sedano and Conrad and Brown in the full house backfield. Let's see what McNabb does. He's going to take it himself, and he's down back at the 11-yard line. It was Corey Moore.
What a huge play by Corey Moore. Now they're going to have to hustle up and spike it. They're only going to have one play. Huge play by Corey Moore.
They spike it with 5 seconds left.
I just can't believe that when you have that quarterback with that much athletic ability that you just can't go between the tackles. Let the man sneak. Corey Moore, who has been the sack man all year long, comes up with arguably the biggest play of the season for Virginia Tech on defense. The bootleg, we mentioned that it could have been there, but why when you only have 1 yard to go? Moore knows that he can't make the play between the tackles. He's disciplined enough to stay in his lane, do what he's supposed to do, and he drops McNabb for the big loss.
So now on 3rd and goal with 5 seconds left.
And Charlie, they come up with a 2 tight end, 1 wide receiver. You know Kevin Johnson's going to get double teamed.
The last play of the game. McNabb throwing the other way for the tight end, Brominski.
Wow. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Well, folks, the pictures say an awful lot. As Donovan McNabb hugs, I assume that's his mother. He atoned for one of his big mistakes. He rolls right. Everybody's thinking Kevin Johnson. What a great job and the strength that he has to throw the ball across his body and across the field. Hawks cannot get up there. And what a catch by Brominski. Hawks had his back to the play, assuming that it was going to go in that direction. And look at Paul Pasqualoni. The man who's normally not terribly emotional, Charlie, is jumping up and down and excited. And with the thousands of people that are thronging the field, Donovan McNabb feels like he has some redemption after the bootleg. What a throw, what a play. How exciting it is here in the Carrier Dome.
Let's go downstairs to Dean Blevins and the hero of the night, Donovan McNabb. Dino?
Donovan, that's the wildest finish I've ever seen. You were wobbly. Tell us about it.
Well, I'll tell you what. This team came out with a lot of heart, a lot of intention, and we wasn't going to lose this game. And me being a leader, I wasn't going to let us lose it. I was going to do anything in my power to help us win this game. You just saw a strong Syracuse team with a lot of heart and determination.
You threw up, you were wobbly, you were dizzy. What was going through your head?
Doesn't matter. I wanted to get in the end zone. I wanted to win this game for the seniors, for the coaches, as well as the Syracuse fans. It looks great, baby. It feels great.